This is such a fun wet on wet design that I don't often get a chance to do. I'm working with royal icing, and what wet on wet means is that I'm adding icing onto the flood before it has a chance to dry. It takes royal icing hours to fully dry, but for it to crust over where the top layer dries, it only takes a few minutes, and so you have to work really quickly, especially on these really large cookies. What I'm making here is a floral pattern, and it's going to be kind of like watercolor-ish looking roses. So I started by doing like an open circle with the lighter pink, and then I came around with a darker pink and just did a dot, and I kept some white in the middle and I swirled it together. And then I finished each rose with a set of 2 leaves. I went around with 2 green dots on each flower, and then I used my scribe to pull them down into a leafy shape. At this point, the white flood was starting to crust over, and so I just went around with my scribe at the very end and worked the icing back into itself any place I left a little peak. And that is how you do some wet on wet roses. This was for a Tea for 2 birthday theme, and it was the background of 2 of the different cookie designs I used.